An instant later the figure vanished. It seemed to drag one leg behind the other. We dipped into the gloom. My heart was thudding like the scuba does when it drives over speed humps. That was not a ghost, Raven told us. You could not see through him. It was a real person, I agreed, with a leg. But who was he? Kitty quavered. He looked old-fashioned, didn't he? Like he came from another time. And what did he mean when he said they were his? I wondered. Was he talking about the dead people I found under the floor? Ravan's gaze narrowed as he probed the dark at the end of the hall. There is only one way to find out. Stay here, he told Kitty. Taylor and I are going to find him. Ravan and I tore down the hall, sliding on the muddy tiles, towards the spot where we had seen the man. We turned a corner at the end and almost stumbled into a long ruined room with a wrecked piano. This must have been the old ballroom, Ravan observed. These old houses used to have ballrooms, or the rich would have come and danced to a real band. I did not want a history lesson. I wanted to find the limping man in the black suit. I darted across the room, looking behind the piano, right behind the remains of the old gold curtains. The ancient window shutters were bolted shut. Where did he go? My question disappeared into thin air. He must have been a ghost after all, Ravan said. He idly lifted the piano lid. A dead rat was squashed on the keys. He dropped the lid with a loud clang. He just walked through a wall and went somewhere else. No, he was real, I insisted. All too real, and he was mad. He said all those dead people were his. I think he is some kind of weird maniac who lives in the house and hides bones here. Ravan studied the crumbling ceiling. He pointed to where a neat hole had been carved into the plaster. I think he went up there, he whispered. I stared at the square of darkness. It made sense. The limping loony must have hiding places everywhere, I agreed. All we have to do now is find him. But only if he let us find him, Ravan warned. I think he is very clever. He made us follow him here, so he could get out through the ceiling. Now he could be anywhere. Suddenly we looked at each other. We had both had the same terrifying thought. Kitty. We had left her behind in the hall. We whipped around, hurtled across the derelict ballroom and back into the hallway. But it was deserted. The limping loony had got there first. Kitty had vanished.